Today we are going to learn a new chapter from geography, chapter 4 agriculture. Before that, if you are yet to subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon for getting latest notification and do put a comment in the comment box. Let us move into the topic. India is an agriculturally important country. Two-thirds of its population is engaged in agricultural activities. Majority of the people in India are engaged in agriculture. That is the meaning of this statement. Two-thirds of its population is engaged in agriculture activities. 75% of the people are engaged in primary sector. Agriculture is a primary activity. Economic activities are classified into primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Primary sector, agriculture and related activities like agriculture, mining, fishing, etc. Secondary sector, manufacturing sector. Tertiary sector is also known as the service sector, where banking, insurance, restaurant, tourism, all these things are coming. Besides food grains, it also produces raw material for various industries. So agriculture is important not only in the sense of food grain production, but also for industries. Why it is important for industries? Because it is supplying raw material for various industries. And in addition to that, some of the agricultural products like tea, coffee, spices, all these are commercial crops. We are getting money, we are getting foreign exchange or foreign currency, and because of that, we are exporting these products. Can you name some industries based on agricultural raw material? Which all the industries are based on agricultural raw materials? The industries which are based on agricultural raw materials are called which type of industries? Agro-based industries. So which are agro-based industries? Cotton, woolen, jute, silk textile, rubber, sugar, tea, coffee, edible oil. All these are depending on agriculture, and because of this reason, these industries are known as agro-based industries. Now, let us classify the types of farming. Farming can be classified into primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and commercial farming. Which are the different types of farming? Primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, commercial farming. Today we will be seeing the meaning and the explanation of primitive subsistence farming. Let us see what is meant by primitive subsistence farming. Primitive means that the traditional old. Subsistence you are doing for your own consumption. That is the word meaning of subsistence. Primitive subsistence farming. This type of farming is still practiced. It is very old type of farming, traditional type of farming, but still it is practiced in few pockets of India or few areas of India. The primitive, the traditional subsistence agriculture is practiced or is done on small patches of land or small pieces of land. It's not on huge and huge acres of land, but on small patches of land with the help of primitive tools like hoe, which is a hoe. So this is a hoe. Then dao, which is a dao. This is the dao. Then digging sticks. Which are the digging sticks? These are the digging sticks. The sticks which are used for digging. It is using community labor or family labor. As a group, family members will be doing, or the people who are living in that particular locality or a group. The people who are living in a group, they are doing this type of farming. And which all factors are necessary for primitive subsistence farming? For primitive subsistence farming, you need good rain, monsoon you need it. Then natural fertility of the soil. Without the fertility of soil, you cannot cultivate because they are not buying fertilizers. They are not buying pesticides. They are depending on the natural fertility of soil and also suitability of other environmental conditions. Okay, monsoon, sufficient rainfall, then sufficient temperature, the natural fertility of soil. All these things are necessary. Then other environmental condition means temperature, sufficient temperature, then soil, the fertility of the soil. Okay, whether it is sandy soil, laterite soil, alluvial soil, which type of soil they are using. All these factors also matters. So these are the pictures of primitive subsistence farming. They will clear a patch of land or They will put on fire. They will make the land ready and they will cultivate. Such type of farming is known as primitive subsistence farming. There, they are not using any modern inputs or modern implements, fertilizers around, but they are depending on what is available with them, what is available in nature. And it is the other name of primitive subsistence farming is slash and burn agriculture. So what is the other name of agriculture? Slash and burn agriculture. Slashing means cutting, and you are burning and you are mixing the ash with the soil. That is slash and burn agriculture. Farmers clear a patch of land, produce cereals and other food crops to sustain their family. As I told you, it is primitive subsistence farming. It is for their consumption, their family consumption. They are doing the cultivation, not for taking the products to the market for selling. It is for their family they are cultivating. So what they are doing, they are clearing. They are making it ready a piece of land and they are putting the cereals, they are putting the food crops and they are cultivating it. And when the soil fertility of a particular area decreases, suppose they cultivated a piece of land and they harvested, after that, if they feel that the fertility is over, the fertility of the soil decreases, and they are not having any opportunity to increase the fertility of soil, at that time, what they will do? They will move to another area. That's why it is known as the shifting. It is also known as shifting cultivation. They are moving from one area to another depending on the fertility of the soil. They are clearing the forest or they are clearing the land. They are making the land ready and they are cultivating. This type of shifting allows nature to replenish its fertility of soil, nature to retain the fertility of soil. How? That is, if you are having huge and huge area of land, one part they will clear, one part they will cultivate. They will harvest, then again they will abandon that land. They will go to another area. Again they will cultivate. Again they will took the harvest, take the harvest. They will move to another area. Again the process repeats. So by the time they will cover the entire area, after covering the entire area, they will come to the first area, and by the time it will be replenishing its soil fertility. Okay, that is why it is written that this type of shifting allows the nature to replenish the fertility of soil, and it is through the natural process. Land productivity in this type of agriculture is low as the farmer does not use the fertilizers or other modern inputs compared to other types of farming. Here the farmer, it is practiced by the tribals or the people who are living in backward area, and they don't know the use of fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, etc, etc. They don't have modern inputs. So since they are not using modern inputs, since they are not using fertilizers, the productivity, the amount of crop, land productivity means the amount of good produced from a piece of land, that is what we call land productivity. The productivity of land is low compared to other types of farming. So what do you mean by productivity of land? The amount of crops produced from a piece of land, how much you are producing. That is the land productivity, and land productivity is very, very low in primitive subsistence farming. Now it is known by different names in different parts of India, like it is known as Juming in Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, northeastern states, then Pamlo in Manipur, Deepa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh, and in Andaman and Nicobar Island. It's known as slash and burn. The slash and burn agriculture is known by Milpa in Mexico and Central America, then Conoco in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, Mazol in Central Africa, Ladang in Indonesia. So what is in Indonesia? Ladang, and Ray in Vietnam. Question can be asked for MCQ question. So you have to remember it for it as for MCQ questions. Now in India, this primitive type of cultivation is called Bewar or Dahiya in Madhya Pradesh, Kodu or Penda in Andhra Pradesh, then Pama Dabi or Common in or Bringa in Odisha, Kumari in Western Ghats, Walder or Walter in Southeast Asia, is southeastern Rajasthan, Khil in the Himalayan belt, Kurva in Jharkhand, and zooming in the northeastern region. So did you see how variety of names are given for primitive subsistence farming? That shows it is still important in some parts of our country. It is not vanished. The people of India are practicing, or people in different parts of the world are practicing this type of agriculture. Hopefully you understood this video. Please subscribe my channel, share the video, tap the bell icon for getting the latest notification, and do put your valuable comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.